What is going on? What is going on? What is going on, party people? It's your boy Coach D Brown from Big League, a former first round pick with the Kansas City Royals, man. And I'm a little late, man, but I wanted to, man. As you can see, I'm dolo today. I'm solo without Coach King from Dayton. We had just a mix up, man. But I want to make sure that I'm not gonna be on long today, man. I had a long day yesterday, 2 hours last night. I hope you guys enjoyed the live of me and my boy Vic Radcliffe, and then yesterday I had Rutgers head coach on yesterday, so it was just a long day yesterday. So I'm gonna be quick. I tried to get Coach King on today. We were not able to do that. Monday I will have Coach Rucker Taylor of Troy University, and then we have University of Tennessee head coach on Tuesday. So we got a fun-filled pack next week, all next week. You know, we're gonna end this week like we started it. The coach is supposed to be on, but sometimes it just gets like that with schedules and internet connections. So I wasn't able to put him on today. I'm just gonna be very quick today. I want to head out and essentially get on with my day, man. I hope everybody have a great weekend this weekend. I just wanted to touch base with the community. I hope you guys enjoy. Go look at that great information that was given yesterday between Rutgers and my boy Vic, man. That's up to almost 8,000 views. It's go look at it and check that out, man. That was an awesome thing we did last night, man. Great information. Go check that out. It was on multiple pages. Like I said, almost 8,000 views in about a week, and I believe it'll be up to 9,000 to 10,000 views. All right, so go check that out. Great information. It's definitely something that you guys need. I believe that you guys can get some great information for that. So I'm gonna be quick today. I'm gonna be out of here, man. What up? What up? So I don't want to hold nobody up over here. I really don't. Coach King, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just lost in translation connections, man. So all right. So Monday again, Rucker Taylor, Troy University out in Alabama will be on. And we're going to keep this ball rolling. I want everybody to have a great weekend out here. All right. Enjoy yourself this weekend. Be safe. I see you Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern. All right. Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Keep this ball rolling, man. I love you guys. I'm happy for you and all the love you've been passing out. I appreciate it. Trust me, my guy. It's, I've been going hard for you parents and, just for the information, man. It's been, I enjoy doing it and I enjoy everything that I'm able to give you guys, man. And it's just, I want to make sure that I give you everything I can, man, and give that great information for you, man. So what's up, Mr. Poltridge? D Brooks was good. You know what I'm saying? I try to get your boy on here, D Brooks. I figure you're going to be looking out. Shout out to Damon Brooks over there in Alabama, Dayton grad. So definitely want to say peace to everybody. I want everybody to have a great weekend. Sorry I couldn't come through today with the Dayton coach, man, but we'll be on next week, man. We got a full fun and full pack week. I can't even name all the coaches. Hopefully everything will work itself out. I think this week we had, Monday Sacred Heart coach had an issue. Tuesday, issue with UMass Lowell coach. Wednesday and Thursday, it worked out. Rutgers and University of North Alabama coach. And then today we're supposed to have Dayton coach on it. So 3 out of 5, you know what I'm saying? I should say 2 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5. So I'm going to get all these guys rescheduled and we're going to keep, I'm just here, man. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that, y'all keep getting this information, man. All right. I appreciate y'all. Telling Don Gibb, keep the info flowing. Blessings, Bubba. No doubt about it. I'm happy for you and all of you've been passing out. No doubt, man. I appreciate you guys. Please share this message, share this, these lives, man. What I'm doing, man. Like I said last night with Vic, I think we were 7,600. 7,700 people have looked at it so far. I think by the end of the weekend we'll be up to 10,000 views. So great information that was shared on there. Just two friends chopping it up and getting that information out to you guys, man. And that's what I enjoy doing. So next week, like I said, we got SEC, we got, Troy University. We have off the top of my head, a few mid majors. I think definitely all D1 schools next week, including one being SEC. So we keeping this thing rolling. What's up, Jeff? What's good? I will be definitely making sure that I'm straight and getting everything worked out technical wise, and then make sure so I can keep giving this information for you guys. 6-week masterclass, signing up 831. The type of information that you guys are getting, I know it seems further out than what it's supposed to be, 2 weeks out. But the type of information that I'm gonna be giving you, man, come on, it's gonna be crazy. All right. What's up, Daryl? What's good? All right, JR Combs was good. You know what I'm saying? Coach Stubbs was good. All right. We got Coach Stubbs will be on in a couple weeks. We have out in Russ College out there, NAIA school out there in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the beauty of this, man. What I do, it's like it's crazy when sometimes when I see who's in the audience sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we have other coaches that are still listening in. You know what I'm saying? Dara Johnson says, "Am I in Cali? No, I'm in ATL, man. I'm in Atlanta right now. So, not on the West Coast, but holler at me if you need me for anything. I help kids from all over the country. All right. Like I said, I got my boy Coach Stubbs out there in Mississippi. I know he taking anybody, man, that can play, that can play and have talent. And that's how most of the coaches are. We ain't territorial out here. I bring West Coast coaches, East Coast, up north, down south. I bring them all, and it doesn't matter. So, Sean, what up, Sean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, coaches are in the audience. Sometimes you have scouts, you have ex-pro, definitely a lot of ex-pro guys that are in the audience that be listening in. We have, I think last week, or definitely a week before, my boy, shout out to my boy Pat Mahomes. The dad, he was in the audience. I'm trying to get him on the show, talk about him and the relationship with his son. The baseball side of things, but I'm just naming him because it's off the top of my head. I've been trying to get him on for a minute now, but I know Pat, we go way back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, just happy to have his 50th birthday. But my thing is, you know what I'm saying? You just never know who is in the audience, who's listening in, you know what I'm saying? Who's the audience members that are, answering, asking questions and kind of going from there, man. It's always a blessing to see the love, the parents that you guys listening in, wanting that information. That's what kind of keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? So again, the masterclass, 6-week masterclass, you guys see it in the title, sign up for it. All right. I'm not here to tell you what you need. You know what I'm saying? I was no doubt, D Johnson, I appreciate you, man. That's what I did it for. And I want you guys, listen, everybody on here that listened to that interview last night, please share it and tag it to as many people that you feel like, need it. If it's in your organization, if you're part of an organization and or teammates of yours, you know what I'm saying, teammates of your sons or daughters, you know what I'm saying, like, tag them and share them to your Facebook. You know what I'm saying? The more people see it, the more information that gets out there, and bring them on back here, man. We keep bringing, if you, I believe if you are between, I don't care, I say 8, 9, 10 years old, all the way up to, 18 years old, what show, I'm not plugged in hardcore. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, yeah, in the NCSA and a couple other ones and stuff, they have coaches on there, whatever. But the consistency of coaches that I bring on here, right, from D1 all the way to junior colleges, right, the type of information that they share, all right, they're willing to come over and spend the time and speak to you guys. You guys get to ask questions right then and there. You know what I'm saying? To the D1 coaches over here, right, or any coaches that are on here. Right, you get to ask instant questions about them and get them answered right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just believe it's a dope platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep it 100 with everybody, right? I talk how I talk. It is what it is. I'm just saying, I think it's a dope platform, and I know there is other ones out there. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. The plan is to get this over to a podcast style too. Right now it's a video podcast, but I want to kind of get this into a podcast. I already showed on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What up, Matthew? What up, Isaiah? What's up, George? My thing is go on over to YouTube, subscribe to my Deep Brown Baseball YouTube channel. It's real small right now. I've never really promoted much, but go subscribe over there. I have different trainings and stuff that's on there, that I really don't share. I kind of used to be hardcore in training from the batting cages and doing a lot of stuff on the show, you know what I'm saying, and different. I'm always moving around. You guys can see I'm always, different cities. I used to be I drive and do these lives. I be on the baseball field doing these lives. Like I'm always moving with these, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know what I'm saying. This is, I think it's a unique, you know what I'm saying, a unique thing that I do. Again, I'm not here to toot my own horn, but again, you know what I'm saying, for you parents, you know what I'm saying, and just like every now and then, it's like an influx of new crowds, new people that come in. I've been doing this. October 2018 is when I first started my first live. You know what I'm saying? So, here we are. You know what I'm saying? What, 2 months from now would be 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this, which is crazy to me. It don't even seem like, now I took a little hiatus from November 2019. I had a few shows here and there, and I started back up hardcore in April of this past year. All right, so I took about a 4 or 5 month just kind of chill, man. You know what I'm saying? Brian, what's up, baby? What's going on? Bo Green, what's up, family? All right, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Becker was good. All right, the Franklin was good. The Landry was good. Birchie, what's up, baby? One of my ex-teammates is in the house. What's up? All right, so again, I took a little hiatus in the middle between November and April. All right, but I've been right back on it from April, pretty much from April on. I don't even count. I didn't even count how many coaches I've had on, and you may for me, what you know what I'm saying, you may get to the point where it's you may get to the point where it's one of those that you may get tired of seeing these coaches. It may not be a school that you're not interested in and all of that, but it may be friends, teammates, parents, or something like that. They may get, it may be a nugget or two. I promise you, sometimes when I reach out to certain schools, I don't know nothing about these schools sometimes, most of the time. All right. Obviously the Rutgers and, whatever. Just like I had North Alabama on there 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even realize they were a D1 school. You know what I'm saying? So, they just became one a year or so ago. So you learn about these schools and you end up learning about these coaches' background. And in the background, like just today, I talked to North Alabama about a kid, you know what I'm saying, and a head coach. And it makes, it's a great way for me to build rapport with these coaches. They love coming on here, you know what I'm saying? And I love learning about those schools. So anything you like really want to know in and about the recruiting, I think eventually I'll get back to, the training aspect of it, talking hitting and stuff like that. Like this, I was just talking hitting today, at 12 o'clock today with the meetings I had with the Pirates. And then earlier than that today, I was on the phone with a pitching coordinator for the Royals, you know what I'm saying? And we were just talking the game and talking about mistakes and players and the type of, mistakes that players make, you know what I'm saying? And costing them, opportunities and stuff. We got on different topics, man. And I usually bring that stuff to you guys, you know what I'm saying? And I just, I think that all I do is kind of share my life, you know what I'm saying? My life stories, my conversations, when I had my travel team, shout out to DB Elite, when I had it, you know what I'm saying? I would always, talk about different stuff that I saw over the weekend and I share with you guys because I know that you guys are in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? The parents from California, I see Alabama, I see, Jersey, I see, Miami or Florida, you know what I'm saying? So I see parents from all over the country, but it don't matter when it comes to baseball, right? The same issues and stuff that go on with the umpires or last night with Perfect Game. That's why I got damn near 8,000 views because it don't matter if you Seattle to Miami to New York to Texas, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in between have to deal with tournaments, have to deal with money being spent for our kids, you know what I'm saying? Has to deal with, rankings and because everybody on here want their kids to go to college, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants scholarships. Everybody want to make sure they're making the right moves. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to know that they're not wasting time, not wasting money. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real stuff, especially during these times. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you do the right thing. That's why, again, I can go on and spend hours, which I've already done. You know what I'm saying? No, Lord knows, I don't even know what number I'm on. I'm on episode 320, 330. You know what I'm saying? With this, you know what I'm saying? Here, right? And I see a lot of new faces, a lot of new names, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Just a new influx and whatever. You'd be crazy the places that I travel and people, especially in the baseball community, you're going to Nashville, Tennessee, Florida to Atlanta to Mississippi and in between Arkansas somewhere, and people be like, yo, I checked your show out, yo, I love it, boom, boom, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love, and because I know that it's being spread, and I know that that knowledge is being spread, and a lot of people get some great information on it. And that's what I do it for. A lot of people like, man, you do a lot, man. Man, all the time you spend, man. Why you ain't doing it? Like you ain't, where's the money? I get all of these type of things, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, to me, it's like, yo, I know it'll be paid for. So when I come to your area, when I come to California, when I come to Jersey, when I come to, you know what I'm saying, Maryland or places like that, and I hold an event, you know what I'm saying, I hold a showcase, right? You know what I'm saying? I hope that y'all will go ahead and spread the news to y'all friends and then whatever. And I'll be like, yo, come to so-and-so university. All right, D Brown is going to be there. And the coaches on that particular school, we're going to host an event. We're going to host a showcase event. That's what's coming. Okay. That's what's coming. All right. So I was supposed to have it this summer, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't pull it through. All right. You know what I'm saying? With COVID and different things going on, whatever. But in the near future, you will see events coming up. You know what I'm saying? Showcases. You know what I'm saying? Where you guys can come to these particular schools. All right. And get, I know a lot of different companies and stuff do that. All right. I've done it, you know what I'm saying, with my own teams back in the fall of 2018 and 19, right? Just small, intimate, you know what I'm saying, 20 to 25, you know, players in front of college coaches. You know what I'm saying? One school, you know, maybe another school may trickle in, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a D1 school and a junior college coach pops up. That has happened. Or maybe a D2 school and a division, you know, one guy friend may just pop the head in and all that type of stuff. That's what's coming. You know what I'm saying? So I want, you know, if you want the maximum exposure, you know what I'm saying? Coach Eaton, what's up? All right. You know, again, Coach Eaton over there be talking in the background, you know, with post-grad programs, you know what I'm saying? And which is going to be huge right now. A lot of kids right now with this COVID, man. I just talked to 2 D1 schools today, and a lot of kids, good talented kids are not without scholarships, not without places to play. So you have other options, you know what I'm saying? You got people having different issues, like a Coach Eaton over there at Trinity over there in a post-grad program. If you don't know what post-grad, I got to get Coach Eaton on here. But post-grad is for, you know, essentially people that are in high school, graduate high school without offers. And they may not have a place to play yet, so they go to a post-grad program, either work on their grades or work on getting faster, stronger to get the scholarship or get an opportunity to play in college. You don't lose a year of eligibility. You know what I'm saying? You get to play a 50-game schedule against junior colleges, Division 1 to Division 2 JV programs. You know what I'm saying? And you get to play some high level stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So post-grad, you know what I'm saying? That's another opportunity, another way of continue to have your kid play. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know about a post-grad program until, last year. You know what I'm saying? So, it's one of those, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, my boy D-Rob from Cali, shout out to Cali again. Cali representing hard, man. I love it, man. Y'all keep sharing this knowledge out there in Cali. I'm trying to come out there and do something out there in Cali. I don't talk to Bakersfield. I don't talk to St. Mary's. I think I got, who else from California hadn't been on the show? I can't think. Oh, we have Fresno Pacific. All right, come on. And Fresno State was supposed to come on, but they had compliance things. And then I had Sacramento State head coach was supposed to come on. And I got to talk with him and trying to clean that up. Sometimes the school's compliance and stuff like that, it doesn't work for them, that particular school, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. But I'm trying to go to Cali, man, put together a showcase out there in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I kind of narrowed my choices down to 4 different areas that I feel like, if I put something on, I think I could get a good amount of attendance over there. You know what I'm saying? To help out, A, the colleges, right? Bringing on talented kids to their campus, and B, helping out y'all, parents and kids. You know what I'm saying? I know there's plenty of things out there, but I want to spread, my knowledge. I want to, put out, when I say knowledge, and I put out the knowledge here, but I want to go out to those different areas and provide an opportunity like what I did in Mississippi and Memphis, you know what I'm saying, where I saw it, you know what I'm saying? I saw the little small, little intimate. The coaches love that thing, and that's why I was like, let me bring these on here, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I had Coach Eaton on there. We talked about next summer doing some stuff, you know what I'm saying? College, you know what I'm saying, type of program, and where like a almost a World Series type, not say World Series, but a tournament for college players, you know what I'm saying, providing opportunities for them. So we got a lot of works over here, connected to this program. Trust me, it may come off as like rinky dink because I know the internet may be off and all of that, but behind the scenes, man, we putting together a nice little network of things going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Coach, what up, Mark? What's going on? Maybe Texas in the house. So anyway, You know, shout out to D Gibb. All right. Instant feedback. My brother is priceless. No doubt. New Orleans is in the house. MLB Youth Academy. No doubt. Love New Orleans. And that's definitely one of the places between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I done had at least, in that Baton Rouge, New Orleans area, I done had at least four off the top of my head, 4 schools, you know what I'm saying, just right in that area to come been on the show. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I love New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my top 5 cities in the country. You know what I'm saying? That I always enjoyed and I played out there myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to I'm wanting to make sure, you know, it was definitely you know, trying to do something out there, man. So D Gibbs, stay in touch with me, man, because I promise you I'm trying to do something out there. You know, with the connections out there. I actually tried to get my Southern head coach to come on last night. You know what I'm saying? But he was busy. It was last minute. I was trying to get him to peek his head in and on the live last night. But you know, my boy Mark in Texas, shout out to Mark in Texas, says yes, sir. Great show last night. If you missed it, go watch the replay. Yes, you know what I'm saying? So I want 3 things from you guys. All right. If you feel like you have enough information on the recruiting process, you know what I'm saying? You know, go share it for somebody that you feel like. I promise you, the Georgia coach said that. Shout out to Coach Strickland. All right, 7,000 views on that. If you're not peeping that, all right, go check out the Georgia head coach over there. It was on 2 weeks ago. All right, you know, SEC coach. It sticks with me, man. He said this, man. He said the Georgia coach said this. He said, you get one chance at this. God forbid you have another, you know, older brother, or the kid has an older brother, or the parents been through it one time with a sibling, you know, one of their kids and stuff, so he could show the other one. But for most parents, all right, you got one athlete in the house where you got one chance to get this recruiting process right. One chance. And what happens is, I understand there's a lot of money being kicked out. I'm doing it right now. You don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand how y'all, I mean, put it like that. I know y'all understand. You know, mine ain't baseball though. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, you know what I'm saying, the sacrifices and the capital and everything like that, right? But I also know that I'm going to do everything in my power to educate myself, you know what I'm saying, on the recruiting process, right? So again, because, you know, if you think that, you know what I'm saying, if you think that you gonna, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm gonna play this travel ball, I'm gonna go to these showcases, which we just messed up the whole scene last night. That's why it's close to 8,000 views, right? You know what I'm saying? My boy, shout out to my boy Vic, talked about his son, you know what I'm saying, playing, you know what I'm saying, and a draftable kid wasn't ranked high on the perfect game. He was in the 200s. All right. So that right then and there, you know what I'm saying? And my boy Vic, shout out to him, said it. He would not pay $500-700 for the perfect game to be ranked on the perfect game. Right. Does it work for a lot of players? Yes. Do a lot of coaches look at it? Yes. All right. But again, are there plenty of talented players that are not ranked on the perfect game? Yes. Okay. All right. This happened. I remember, shout out to my boy Chris Walker. I need to get him on. I don't know my boy C. Walker. He's a scout for the Chicago White Sox, former teammate of mine. I think I had just got into youth baseball. So we were talking, this is six plus years ago, I think, right? 6-7 years ago. We just was chopping it up. I think we connected on Facebook and we just started talking and connecting. He was a scout for the White Sox. He said, yo, I'm out here in Atlanta at the World Will Bat tournament. All right. Which, and, you know, Vic talked about it last night. You know, I've been out there during that time. The World Will Bat is pretty much the biggest tournament there is when it comes to Atlanta and perfect game. Now it's PBR. Right. So he was like, yo, I'm looking at these kids. And he's saying all these kids got D1 commitments to LSU and Texas A&M. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like he pretty much said, you know what I realized, D? This is my second time coming out here. I realized that these kids are not the best kids. You know what I'm saying? They got the biggest D1 scholarships and they got all the commitment because these are not the best. He goes, I'm even convinced that some of the best players are not even in the major leagues. I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? He's like, yo, D, these parents out here, they pay for these rankings. I'm looking at and I'm evaluating. This is a pro scout evaluating talent on the field. He's like, yo, D, another field over at Perfect Game. None of these kids is committed. You know what I'm saying? Some of the minorities, some are Spanish dudes, some are, you know, most minorities, and some are, you know, good. I'm just saying all races, right? Good, but they not ranked on Perfect Game. You know what I'm saying? Because they not going to these tournaments. They made a scrape and just got there for the first time. But some of these other dudes are ranked high and committed to all these LSUs and A&Ms and all of that. And he's like, D, they're not the best players out here. So he hit me the game. Then I wasn't really doing anything in the youth baseball space at the time. When he told me that, I was like, well, he said, I said, these kids, you know, again, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm not really understanding this because I'm not in the mix at that time. And he was like, these parents are paying for it. He was telling me this, you know what I'm saying, way back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even to call his name out, but it is what it is. I need to put him on the show. You know what I'm saying? He's moved from Georgia to now he's in Texas. In the Texas area, scouting. Last time I checked, I haven't talked to him in a couple of years, but last time I checked, he was scouting out there on the amateur side out there in Texas. So, you know, he hit me to the game about how the Perfect Game, and then I was like, yo, and then I started seeing some names. I started recognizing certain players that are around my area, was in Memphis and the North Mississippi area back when I was, you know, coaching and stuff like the youth space. I started seeing kids of a so-called Perfect Game rankings, and I wasn't impressed with some of these kids. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I already see what it is. I already peep it. I was like, the formula is it's laid out for parents. You know what I'm saying? If you want a D1 scholarship at a nice school, if you got the bread, if you got the money, keep going out there to Perfect Game, paying that money, and essentially you can pay that money to the top. I told parents that. I told parents that their kids were talented. I don't want to say that they were scrubs, but I said, listen, if you care about Perfect Game rankings, if that's something that, because every parent want to go, and I get it. I trust me. I understand. You want to go for the experience. Lake Point is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It is one of those, you know, places that you really want to go to. But what happens is, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people coming in, man. I missed it. Mark, what's up? BJ was good. Jocelyn was good. Tony and Carol, what's up? All right. My thing is what happens, all right, it's a great experience. Beautiful. I loved it when I went out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm right down. It's just, to me, it's like you go one a few times here and there. I may go and check out a player that I know or something out there and check it out. But, you know, for me, I'm a little different. But I went there. It's great. You know what I'm saying? But what I peeped it, how people, and I peeped it fast from just talking, not even to Vic. This is before I even talked about it with Vic. This is, you know, again, 5, 6, years earlier with my boy who's a White Sox scout. So I already peeped the scene. I peeped it. I was like, yo, okay, I get it. I'm in the youth space now, right? I see how it goes. So I'm like, okay. I tell parents this. I say, you want the formula? I'm like, if you have the resources, all right. I'm telling parents this, and I'm telling y'all don't need to do this, but I'm telling parents, if that is what you are caring for, right? Because I know everybody want to be on Perfect Game. I get it. All right, I have a 12-year-old daughter, and you know, her mother listening, looking at the rankings and all this, whatever. You know what I tell her? I could give 2 craps about a 12-year-old ranking. You know what I'm saying? 12, right? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me when she's 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? That's what I worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, but I get you don't know. Baseball is different from tennis. No, it's not. All right, because the best 12 or 13, 14-year-old kid who's ranked in a 2023 class of 2024, he would not be all of that at the time of his graduation time. It is what it is. All right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a handful that just grew out and was athletes, and they were just matured faster, and they pay the money to go to Perfect Game, and they get ranked extremely high. The best 8th grader out there, the best All right. You go back and see them by the time they're junior year, everybody done passed them up. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it happen. All right. I seen it happen. And, you know, parents, y'all know how it is. Y'all all play sports. Y'all see it happening all the time. So again, if your kid is like 12, 13, 14, and he in the middle of the pack and he ain't just showing out yet, God bless you. God bless you. If your kid 15 years old and he ain't on these Perfect Game stuff and you ain't got him, you know what I'm saying, whatever, God bless you. You got plenty of time. 15, 16, you know, he's pretty much going to show you who you are. But if you know that you ain't paying all that money to go to Perfect Game and everything, then why you sweat it? Don't sweat it. If you ain't paying $500-$700 and all that, I promise you, all right? You know what I'm saying? I promise you, if he go to 1 or 2 of these tournaments over here, that's, you know, a little bit of scene or anything, or go to a personalized camp like we talked about last night, and I'm just bringing it up over there. Go over there, that school like them and whatever. It ain't going to be the logo chasing. It ain't going to be pretty. It may be a smaller D1, you know what I'm saying? A Dayton University. Shout out to my boy D Brooks over there. I ain't trying to, downplay, but it could be a Dayton as opposed to Ohio State. Okay, it's going to be a Southeast Louisiana compared to a LSU. All right. I guarantee over there, if you go there and bust LSU's ass when you're out there in the batter's box and busting their ass, the scouts and everything is going to see that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you 14, 15, 16 years old, all right, and you go and play the number one so-called teams in these perfect game rankings and all of that and play the number one guy out there and you ain't ranked and you go and turn on that 90-mile-per-hour fastball and that scout and he ain't going to go back and be looking like, I ain't going to like this kid. He turned on a 90-mile-per-hour fastball, but he ain't ranked high on the perfect game. Nah, you got to, I don't even sweat that type of stuff. So again, if you want the formula, if you really care about perfect game rankings and all of that, and PBRs and all that type of stuff, again, I got a lot of people that work for PBR, that friends of mine, and I'm not, they got a job to do, and they do good what they do. They do hype and promote those players. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's almost the rite of passage to be on that list, right? I get it. But I'm just trying to say that's not the end all, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not the end all. So some of these parents get mad. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you know, what is the deal? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hipping y'all to let you know, like, listen, if you want it, if that's your objective on top of your organizational fees, your travel fees, your gas, your food, all that type of stuff, if you got the bread and you continue and you really care about rankings and stuff, keep paying the money to the perfect game. Go to the showcases, keep playing at the perfect game, you know, events and stuff that they have. I guarantee you will jump up the ladder and jump up the rankings. And if that is what you want to see yourself on the perfect game rankings and all of that and the PBR rankings, if that's something that you enjoy looking at it, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But I just want you to know, all right, that for every kid that is on that, all right, there's 1 or 2 kids over there that will bust somebody, you know what, that ain't on that PBR ranking, all that perfect game. All right, I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I don't want you to get caught up. If you ain't on it and you know your kid is good, you all right. If you on that thing, and just know that there's some kids out there that will bust. You know what I'm saying? That be ready to go. You know, that's not on the PPR or the perfect game radar like that. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of times. That's why I wanted Vic to come on and talk about his son Baron. Baron's ranked 200 something on perfect game because he ain't playing no perfect game. All right, he got drafted. You know what I'm saying? He had a D1 scholarship to Georgia Tech, not ranked high on the perfect game. He said in the 200, so pretty much saying not even ranked. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Don't say and tell me that you know it's it's one of those, you know, you it's the end all. You got to do it. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had him on there. Anyway, listen. I go off sometime, and I'm just, you know, the formula is simple, and you may want to listen. And truth be told, if I was a kid, what I would do, I would go to the World with Bat, and because I did it. I did the showcase. I did the area code games. That was the World with Bat back in the 90s. Was the area code game. They still have it. Shout out to the Cali and everything out there, but I wasn't going for the rankings, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, you know, just for social media and you know, you had to read you had to read about certain kids and stuff on the magazines and stuff. All right. So again, I did it from a competition aspect. All right. I did it from a competition aspect of it. I wanted to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, if I said I was the best and I felt like I was good around my little area in New York, let me go compete against these Cali and these Texas and these Florida and these Georgia cats that I was reading about. All right. I just want to size myself up. I want to see how, you know, good I am. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there for my, you know what I'm saying, a competition thing. And I know parents, we like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I do it with my daughter. Do we need to go all these things? No, but I want to, like, if these are the best players that are so-called ranked in all of that, let my daughter compete against these girls and let me just see what they got. She may get a butt whip, you know what I'm saying? Or she'll compete. It give me a gauge. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, you know, understanding, you know what I'm saying, why you may go to a big time PBR or perfect game event for that, for a competition aspect of it, you know, cool. My issue is that don't get mad when you start going out there and you see your kid and you be like, dang, all of this was for this? That kid is ranked so-and-so? You know what I'm saying? You start seeing it. You know what I'm saying? It make you start questioning it. It's like, yo, all right, I see this kid on this field over here. Like, yo, he look better than this kid. You know what I'm saying? And this kid supposedly is going to so-and-so school and so-and-so ranked. You know what I'm saying? And you see what it is. You know what I'm saying? I saw it within again. I have a background. I have a background in looking at obviously playing the sport, 16 professional years. You know what I'm saying? And looking in and being around a lot of players and seeing all type of levels to Hall of Famers to kids that I thought were the coldest thing at 9, 10, 11, 12 years old that never even played in college. You know what I'm saying? So I see the rankings. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I know talent. So I started seeing the thing early. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's a formula to this. You know what I'm saying? It's a formula to this. All right. If your objective is to get the D1 scholarship, I got it. I see it. Okay. I see the formula now. Okay. All right. If everything is about perfect game rank and the PG rankings and all of that, okay, I get it. And y'all seeing it mostly. That's why I did it live last night. Some of these parents, I know y'all in it. Y'all in the trenches right now, and y'all question this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to say, there are going to be some cold dudes that can really play. All right. There's going to be dudes that, hey, they earned that scholarship. They, their parents, paid them and they did what they had to do enough for that school to like them. All right. But my thing is when you start comparing kids and start comparing your kid to somebody else and all of that, and then you get mad that you're not on the ranking, that's what I'm trying to hit to tell you, like, yo, you ain't got to be. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to kick out that bread just for the sake of whatever. All right. My scout, and again, I keep messing up this quote. If y'all put it up there for me, I would appreciate it. What the Rutgers coach said it yesterday. All right. The Rutgers coach said it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Go where they want you, don't worry about the level. I know I'm chopping it up. He said it, whatever, but he said, baby, go play at the level. I mean, go play where they want you. Don't worry about the level. Because he said he was at Division III and had fifth rounders coming out of Division III. His Division III program. You know what I'm saying? He had D1, a smaller D1, you know what I'm saying? And high round guys coming out of there. You know what I'm saying? Every year you're going to see junior college guys, you know what I'm saying? That, are in the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? Making crazy. Tim Anderson right now was a batting champion last year. You know what I'm saying? Played in junior college. Never even made it to a D1 school. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, you know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to hear this, man. We want our kids to have an experience. Does not have to be perfect game. It's travel. It's meeting other players and maturing. No doubt. I get it. I just said it. I get it. My thing is don't get mad, you know what I'm saying, when your kid ain't ranked and whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's you, whoever, Russ or whoever's on there. I'm not saying you personally, but I'm just saying, don't sweat it. You know what I mean? Don't sweat it. These evaluators, these recruiting eyes and all that, I promise you, if you go out there and ball out, they're going to be like, yo, who that kid? All right, boom. If he's on the thing, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he ain't ranked high. That's cool. They, what they're going to be like? I got to steal. I got to steal. All right. They probably ain't going to tell the other coaches and all of that because it get dirty. You know what I'm saying? When you like a player and stuff and them groups and all of that, they may tell all the coaches and from their program. But if they see a kid that ain't ranked and he out there balling and stuff like that, and they see him, they gonna write his name down. They gonna go check him out again. Who you like? Let me see all that number 2 kid in rank. Yeah, that kid can play. Whatever. They ain't really telling you who he really like. That's how this thing go because it's cutthroat. It's you essentially those kids are your job in this college baseball world. You know what I'm saying? Those kids are your job. Meaning, if you got to get those right kids in your program to ball out to keep your job. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna be offering information, whatever. But if he knows that it ain't a fit for him and he really liked the kid, you hear these coaches all the time talk about like, yo, so and so, whatever. I just did it yesterday. Today. I'm sorry, for a kid today. I talked to a D1 college coach today. All right, see what he has, see what's going on. And one of my kids that's in my program, right? I was like, yo, I think it'd be great fit. Boom, D. I love, hey, sounds like a kid I would love, but right now, the 2021s are filled. I have no room, whatever. But the way this kid is, the way he sound like this kid, this coach will love him. All right. I known this coach over there. Here's his information. I'm going to talk about that kid and I'm going to introduce. I don't know that coach at the time. He's like, boom, this coach will love him. See what's, what I'm saying? I'm going to reach out to the coach about that. And that's how this thing goes. You see what I'm saying? So, don't sweat it. You be all right. And we go. Coach Eaton says some kids are underrated on PBR. No doubt about it. All right. And everybody has opinions. Y'all know my men out here, even my females out here. You know what I'm saying? My moms and my dads out here. You know what I'm saying? You know what your wife look like. You know what I'm saying? To you may not. You know the next dude over there. You know what I'm saying? It may not. She may not look like what you think your wife, and that's what it's supposed to be, right? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the with the moms out there. You may think your husband's fine, but other women be like, girl, please. You know what I'm saying? Right? But it's going to be eye to beholder, right? So I'm just saying, just understand what a coach may like, other coaches may not like, but they ain't gonna be quick to share information unless they know for a fact that this particular school, they ain't in this conference in the division, anything like that. Trust me, they really like a kid that don't have room. They ain't gonna try to get, they ain't gonna tell another coach in the division, so he know that kid may come back and haunt me. But in another part of the country or another division or another level, he'll reach out to him. You know what I'm saying? For him. So it's just a network. That's all how this thing works, man. AD, what's up, baby? BJ Pipeline Schools, no doubt, and we go from there, man. All right. 10 minutes and I turn the floor here. I go to talking and stuff. I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I keep providing that, that information. Again, we have college coaches that are listening in right now that are actively looking for players. We have a post-grad program in Tampa, Florida. We have NAIA school, you know what I'm saying, in Mississippi in attendance. All right. No telling how many, people coaches and stuff will see these videos, you know what I'm saying? All right. I get it all the time. I get, like, yo, great information you sharing. Boom. I got a text in the morning, you know what I'm saying, this morning from a coach, you know what I'm saying, who saw the live. All right. So it's spreading. I want to continue to have this spread. I want to continue to, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways I could do to really pump this. And I choose not. I keep it as like I wanted to spread organically. I see different names come all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's one of those, it makes it more intimate. I don't know why. I mean, obviously I wanted to grow and be as big as whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I am working on that, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. I should have done it earlier, you know what I'm saying? But again, I just like kind of talking and bringing on and just whatever. All right. The amount of responses that I get from coaches that truly want to come on, maybe, they're bored and want to talk some ball because of the COVID and all of that. But, I promise you, I've had just yesterday, I know definitely one, maybe two coaches into September sign up already. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Here it is in the middle of August already. And I have, before the month of, first week in August, I think I pretty much, had it all the way, at least the first 3 weeks. Because from what I do, from how I get the coaches on and stuff, I try to schedule 3 weeks out, the most. All right, 3 weeks out. So if I really wanted to open up, I promise you, I don't want to act like I'm all of this and that. I don't, but I promise you, truth be have it, if I truly wanted to, I can have it lined up through October. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told. Watching pitchers blow outings to reach a velocity for the association rankings gets very no doubt about it, man. And that's what the coach Ruckers was saying about showcase, man. And again, there's no different from when I was playing, right? When you go to these showcases and tryouts, then that's what they called then. It was called tryouts. And I don't think I ever went to a college showcase when I was, I went to area code games, right? But again, my mind, when I went to the area code games, I was a football guy, you know what I'm saying, for college. In my mind, I necessarily wasn't thinking college baseball scholarship. I wanted to play two sports. All right, you heard Barron and you heard Vic talk about Barron with the football. All right, that was me. All right, I wanted a full ride for football. All right, so I was, my baseball journey was draft. That was it. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't go as high and I think or whatever, then I would just go ahead and play football and baseball and see what happens, right? So my point is, I don't know. I didn't go to baseball college type showcases back, and again, we're talking years ago, all right? So But the adage was when you went to these type of area code games and all of that, it was air it out. See, batting practice in the cages. We didn't do outside too much, and we had, it was like outside was just for the games, but in cages and stuff, it was like, yo, boom, boom, get your knocks, get your line drives. You know what I'm saying? And air it out a little bit the last round. Throwing, when you're throwing, come up throwing, boom, hose. You don't want to do no loopy thing. You want to get that rise going. If you're throwing from right field, from the outfield, if you can hit the fence, you know what I'm saying, behind the third baseman, all right, in the air, on a line, that's the difference. On a line, I'm not talking about just throwing it up in the air and trying to see how I throw and the ball goes, or, you know what I'm saying, it comes down like this. I'm talking about that line drive that the third baseman has to jump, and because our ball is still rising and it hits the fence over there, that's a great throw. If you go boom coming up and you throw on a line, all right. If you throw on a line and you overthrow the catcher, again on a line. I'm not talking about throwing up in the air and just throwing to see how far you can throw it, and it has no rise to it and ain't hard line drive and all that type of stuff. All right, then that's not a good throw. But that line drive is the one that you want. All right, that nice line drive. If you overthrow the guy and it hits the fence, scouts like that. Scouts like that. All right, so you airing it out, and I'm just trying to give it, my boy BJ with the pitching. Same thing, boom, we get it. All right, that's in a like, yo, what's your highest velo, boom, whatever. But when you are in a game setting, I ain't throwing, I ain't gonna throw and try to hit the fence and try to whatever. All right, this is like in a pregame, infield, outfield, judging on your arm with no like in-game type of thing. All right, there is a way to play in-game. There is a way to play like in the infield, outfield, showcasing your radar gun and stuff like that. They wasn't clocking me from the outfield back in those days. Now they do. All right. But in that setting, you air that out. I get it. When you are in a bullpen setting, you're not pitching against nobody and they're counting your velo, air it out. I'm cool. But when you go in that game and that showcase, do you want to show that good fastball? Yes. But you want to show that you can pitch. If I know that if I really want to air it out and I throw 92 to 93, but I can, I know I can really spot my fastball at 88 to 91, I'm a pitch. When you start understanding what pitching is, again, I'm not a pitching coach, but I done hit against many hundreds of thousands of pitchers, all right, over my career, all right? When you have a decent fastball, all right? Kurt Schilling used to say this, and it's so true, all right? When you have I'm just talking pitching, we're just going to talk baseball a little bit, and I'm going to get you out of here. When you're talking baseball, all right, if you got a fastball and they got good velo to it, all right, if you understand this, and, younger kids get to this point, but Kurt Schilling said a fastball is 8 pitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit here and say how or dissect all of that, but I'm just going to give you my little thing. I'm not even know if it's going to come out to 8. All right. All right. When you get good pitchers, all right. Again, I'm just going to say the average fastball I think in the major leagues right now is 93. All right. So if if I'm just saying my top is 93. 88 to 91 mile per hour fastball that I control is one pitch. An 87 to a 90 mile per hour pitch that I can sink is another pitch. All right. If I know that is a 2-0 fastball, right? And I gotta I said the 2-0 count, and I maybe gotta throw a fastball, I may let up. I may throw boom, not quite a changeup, but I'm not trying to throw it by the guy. All right. If I don't have a plus fastball in this day and age, 93 is not a plus fastball. All right. It's the major league average. Okay. So if I know that at my top end is major league average, okay, and I'm 88 to 91 consistently, I may throw to 85 to 86. I know it sounds crazy, right? You're like, oh my God, it's a fastball. Oh, you know what I'm saying? No, you let up. The guys tag out in front a little bit, pop up because he's gearing up for that 93. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a changeup because the changeup should be about 10 miles per hour difference. You know what I'm saying? This is only 3 to 5 miles per hour difference. And you just let up on the fastball. The pitchers know what I'm talking about. You just let up on the fastball. All right, and you let the hitter get himself out. He may swing through it. All right, from a hitter standpoint, you want to swing through it. All right, the worst thing you want to do as a hitter, be ready for that fastball. You pop it up, or you slow your bat down and hit the ground out because you out in front. That's another fastball. So you got the sink, you have the BP fastball is what they call it, right? And then you got your normal fastball, and then you got the 2-strike where you want to hump it up to 93. BP, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? You got regular four seam, a little sink, BP fastball. You get behind on the count. When you up on the count, 1-2, 1-2, boom, you throw it. You know what I'm saying? You let it go. and you little bit up. You know, I know right now everybody gets the ball up and they don't want to keep it up. You know, hit the ball in the air and all that type of stuff. And you know, but it's a high fastball, good velo that you've been, you know, corner. You know what I'm saying? Then you boom, you raise that thing up. You may pop him up, or he'll swing through it. You know what I'm saying? That's one fastball. That's a fastball. I mean, maybe two because I'm adding a sink to it. All right. But again, even if you take the sink out of it, all right, that's one fastball that you may have. All right. But you throw boom. I guarantee if you able to do that, all right, I'm saying 93. If you're 14, 15 years old and it's 83, you know what I'm saying? Is your top speed, right? You could do the same thing and do the same and a little bit out in front. Boom, hit your corners, you know what I'm saying? Move it around a little bit, and then 2 strikes, you air it out, boom, throw it up a little bit, make them swing through it. All right? One pitch, one fastball. Okay? That's what scouts want to see. You go to the when you out there in a setting where it's just, no, you ain't really playing and you want to air it out and you know you can pump 83 is your highest, pump 83. But when you pitching, don't just be out there, 83 every time, boom. I hate to tell you this, all right? You know, in showcase, you can kind of get away with it. I promise you. You could, if you're throwing strikes, you can get away with it. You know why? Because you may pitch 3 innings, and if you pumping 90, you know, you pumping good 4-seam, you can get away with it because you 2 or 3 innings and you're out of there. All right. So that lineup ain't coming back around. Because best believe if you pumping guys out, if pitchers especially, they get that false bravado, and then that second time around, that lineup coming back around, they ready to go. They done timed you up now. All right. You ain't pumping that back by them if they good hitters. All right. You could be pumping, you know, boom. But good hitters, they eventually going to catch up to that fastball. All right. I see guys right now, 97, 98, they just dudes be ready for that. I'd be like, ooh. All right. That's why, you know, starting pitchers, you got to have 3 pitchers. Got to have it, especially, you know, the higher levels you go, high D1, even D2. You know what I'm saying? You got to, junior college, you got to have 3 solid pitches. You ain't got to have the velo, but you got to be able to mix it up. If you got 2 pitches or lower, you know, you can maybe get away as starter, but you on the relieving side. All right. And you could trick somebody one time through the lineup. But those starters, you got to be able to go 3 times through the lineup. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to have some all-speed 3 pitches. That's what it is. Now, if you just hard flamethrower, you can get away with it in the 9th inning. All right? And hope the guys don't catch up to you. All right? But eventually, if you throw as hard as you think, you know, plus fastball and all of that, that second time around the lineup, you know, I expect my hitters to be ready to tag that dude. He got you out one time. You tied him up. You swung through a couple of pitches. He might have struck you out. You know what I'm saying? You might have missed the ball here and there. But that second time around, you got the timing now. You know what I'm saying? Get him. If he's still in there. All right? If I seen one starting pitcher, now granted, you know, the Hall of Famers, the guys that are great, that's what make them great. They get you out all 3 times. All right? But those other starters, the 3, 4, 5 guys, you know what I'm saying? Those guys, hey, you know, that second time around, if I face a pitcher 3 times and I don't get a hit off of that, you know what I'm saying? I deserve to be like, yo, sit down some damn way. You know what I'm saying? If I face the same pitcher 3 times and I don't get a hit, something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I done turned into hitting, man. You know what I'm saying? Luke Allen, what's up? What up, Luke? All right, former pro. Jimmy, what's good? Waco, Texas in the house. James, what's good? My boy Luke know what I'm talking about. Hitting instructor out there. Shout out to Luke for swinging. Joe, what's up? All right. Woo. Sorry. Let me off. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say sorry. It is what it is. Maybe talking some good ball over here, man. I'm just trying to hip y'all, man. I talked about a little about the showcase. I talked about what it is. All right. You know, as far as showcase, how to showcase yourself. I had plenty of lives about this. How to present and how to have a solid showcase, you know, performance. Okay. Hitting wise, same thing. All right. We all love home runs. All right. Whatever. A solid batting practice in a showcase round. The pitcher, North Alabama coach, said the same thing. Hit the ball opposite field, hit the ball up the middle, and then the last round, depending on how many swings you get, if you want to open up a little bit, then go ahead, you pull a little bit, show the power if that's all you got. Okay? That's all it is. Bullets up the middle to middle way. Show that you can go opposite field, show you can hit. All right? If you got 2 or 3 rounds in you, that third round, if you know you got that many swings, and then if you want to open up, then you do it. What happens is because you know kids don't know and they don't have the right instructors kind of informing them how to hit. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is they go right after the first round and try to pull and try to hit bombs. You get every evaluator and all of that will be like, yo, he trying too much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. So again, it is what it is. I'm telling you how to go about it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. All right. So appreciate it, Matt. You know what I mean? It's very simple. All right. Very simple. Hard to do, but it is simple. Okay. It is simple. Golden Nugget last night. Ask your kid what position do they play. They need to answer for coaches and to train properly. No doubt about it. All right. Now he said it at 12 years old. I let Vic. That's my guy, and I trust him. He's been coaching kids a lot longer than I have. All right. At 12 years old, I would have said shortstop. All right. I would have said it. Okay. Best believe at 14, my butt was in the outfield. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I could have trained and all that type of stuff. But when I got to high school, you know what I'm saying? And soon, you know, varsity high school baseball team, I was right in right field. Okay. So again, he's telling you right. Identify who you are, especially catchers. You know what I'm saying? I love young catchers who, you know, because it's a mindset. You got to want to be back there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, catchers who identify themselves as that early, oh my God, godsend. And I love what he talked about with the POs and the pitchers, man. I never really thought about it, right? Because parents get so upset, and I get it. You pay a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You pay a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, to these travel ball teams and organizations. So you want your kid to do everything, all right? But if the kid has shown you that he cannot really swing the bat, you know what I'm saying? At 15, 16, you kind of know. You know what I'm saying? And I flipped it, and I told, you know, my boy Vic yesterday, and I tell you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, could I throw hard at 14, 15, 16? You better believe. You know what I'm saying? But at 14, 15, 16, I knew I was never going to be a damn pitcher. And I did not get mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gladly, you know what I'm saying, was like, yo, take me without. I hated pitching. I hated catching. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get mad, you know what I'm saying, that I wasn't, and I get it. I know it's different because pitching, you don't hit, you know, you're only going to pitch maybe once. I get that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why you may not like that type of situation. But again, if you know this is your bread and butter, it's going to be pitching. Could this be 15, 16? You get it. You get it. You know, you get it. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of get it and you learn how to hit. Can it happen? Yes. But if you're a dominant guy, you know what I'm saying, and you struggle hit pitching and you're not hitting, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay, man. It's okay to like really hone in on your skills as a pitcher. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know hitting is a, you know, a sexiest part of baseball to me, but if your passion is, you know, I know it's a little tougher, you know what I'm saying? I remember Zach Greinke. Zach, well, now he got to the National League and he's shown that he's a hitter. You know what I'm saying? But Zach was reluctant. First round pick, you know what I'm saying? Great player, you know what I'm saying? Great pitcher. I say great player. I heard he was all this out of coming out of high school as a shortstop. All right, and could hit. He's shown as a pitcher he can hit. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, you get drafted by the Royals. There's no pit. You know, you're not hitting. So he was, you know, he would fight. He would fight being a pitcher, even though he got drafted first round as a pitcher. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, yo, you know, he still wanted to play shortstop. Wasn't whatever, striking out, blown through the minor leagues, getting everybody out, and he would be mad because he wasn't playing shortstop. All right, he finally, you know, took it upon himself to be great. You know what I'm saying? After hiatus, he walked away from the game for a little bit. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? He walked the game away from the game, came back with new attitude, new man, and became Zach Greinke. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up going to National League and showing that he can play anyway. He just, you know, sometimes you got to accept, you know what I'm saying, who you are. All right, it hurts and all of that, and you know I get it. You know what I'm saying? And this is J Maya, what's up? This is something for you know mainly for the pitchers because everybody wants to hit. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't hit, concentrate on what you do, man. Pitching is a premium. That is if you are a lefty or a right-handed, especially a left-handed thrower that got a little bit of velo, or if you're a lefty that know how to pitch and you're a righty with high velo and good size and all that type of stuff, you are such a commodity, man. Gosh, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants pitching. You will be the first to be called when it comes to scholarships. You will be the first, you know what I'm saying, that you know, scouts and all that will be salivating over. Pitching. You know what I'm saying? And again, I came up in the pro game where we you know, right, and I got a couple of my ex-teammates on there. They gonna feel me on this. There's always pitchers against position players. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely did not care for pitchers. You know what I'm saying? But good pitching will beat good hitting most of the time. All right, most of the time. That's why in the playoffs you always see those arms. The Houston Astros, Strasburg last year with Strasburg and what's the boy switch Scherzer, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, 2 to 3 solid starters will lead you to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? And they facing the Astros lineup, which nobody can really mess with, regardless of what you think about the cheating and all of that. But they won the World Series. You know what I'm saying? 3 starting pitchers handled their business and won a World Series. You know what I'm saying? Off a great lineup, top to bottom. So anyway, I'm out. Hope you guys get this great message, man. Monday, back to the coaches. You know, Rucker Taylor, Troy University head coach. All right. And out there in Alabama, Rucker Taylor will be on Monday at 4 p.m. And then we got Vitello over there on Tuesday. We going a little SEC. We got UT Knox. All right. University of Tennessee head coach on Tuesday. All right. All right. We're just gonna keep this ball rolling, man. Share, tag this, especially from last night with Vic. Today, you know what I'm saying? Get these people in here, man. Let's go, man. Share this thing. Let's blow this thing out the water, man. All right. Share if you get any information on there. I know it's midday. I know I come in like a crazy time, middle of the day type of thing, and it's whatever. But tag, share this message, and bring people on board. All right. We got a lot of stuff coming to you guys, man, in the near future. Love you guys. Peace and love. Monday. See you Monday, 4 p.m.